Hey, see, it's Aaron, Mitha Elmer, and today I am going to respond to a thread that's been going around, and it was started by John, the Metal Alchemist. Got a great channel. I just discovered his channel through Gary, Physical Format Rock and Roll, watching one of his videos, and he did a response to this, and he did a response to something else of his earlier, I think, and that's how I discovered him. And he's got a great channel. Both those guys have great channels. Check them out. So this is the Metal Alchemist started this thread, and it was the 5 favorite like rock or metal ballads. And for me, I've always liked the heavier stuff and the deep cuts the best on records. I mean, I wrote the singles are really good usually, and then it was always, it seemed like the first song on the second side of a hard rock metal album was always the one that was used to always be my favorite. I don't know why, but I'm not a big fan of the like the overplayed ballads. I mean, I like them; they're good songs. But there's a few ballads that just it's like when I hear the record, they're like almost my favorite on there, or right up with the heavy stuff, even, which is what I tend to like the best. And they tend to be lesser known ones. And I've got a top 5, and then I've got some more I picked out to show it was really hard to leave out of my top 5, and I just wanted to show those as well. But I will actually do a top 5, and I'm only going to include one song per artist. There's some, like my top 3 all would have been from the same artist, which is weird. And I didn't want to do that, so I just included one of theirs, and I will talk about the other 2 at the end. And I really could have made like a top 100 of this, or top 20 or 30, 50, something pretty easily. But I'm going to stick with the 5, and I'll talk about a couple others that are a little less known, or just they're my favorites. So starting out with number 5, I've got from this record here, Crocus, Change of Address. It's called Let This Love Begin. And it's just a great ballad song. And my wife loves it even. I'd get drunk and be singing it, and I made her love it. And it's just a great, great song by Crocus, Let This Love Begin. And this is a very good album, by the way. I really like this one. I like all of Crocus' stuff, but this isn't their heaviest album for sure. I mean, it's not like Headhunter or something, but it's a really great record. And I've always had a soft spot for the song Let This Love Begin. Really good song. At number 4, I've got a song off Blast Tyrant from Clutch called Ghost. And when I first got this CD, and I don't have it anymore, I gave it to somebody, my original CD of it. It was titled Eulogy of a Ghost, but they changed it just to Ghost, and I've never, it's usually just Ghost now. And it's just an amazing song with these incredible lyrics, and it has like biblical lyrics in it, and really great musicianship. Ghost. Check out Ghost from Clutch, Blast Tyrant. It's my 4th favorite ballad of all time. If you can call it a ballad. It's one of those slow songs that, it doesn't have to be about love to be a ballad, I don't think. Okay, at number 3, and I had 2 songs by this artist that I was neck and neck with putting on this list, and I had to go with this one, off Wasp, self-titled Sleeping in the Fire. I love that song. It just sticks in your head for days after you hear it every time. It's not a typical love song for sure. It's just a great, great song from Wasp. And I've got another song of theirs I'm going to talk about at the end here. But for number 3, it's Sleeping in the Fire from Wasp, self-titled debut. At number 2, and this is a great song, and they have a million great ballads, but this was always my favorite, even though it's not. Some people like, there's a really popular one that they do that other people like, but it's going to be Kiss, Every Time I Look at You, from Revenge. I think it's the ultimate in just a ballad song. Great, great song, Every Time I Look at You. And, they have multiple songs that could have made my top. That if I made a bigger list, they'd have like 5 or 10 songs in it for sure. With I Still Love You and Forever, and, they have a bunch of them. But Every Time I Look at You, I don't know what it is about that song. I just love the lyrics. I love how it's sung. Great, great song. Amazing song. Every Time I Look at You from Kiss. And that leaves my number 1. And this was so hard for me to pick one of these 3. Because this band has my 3 favorite rock ballads of all time. And I went with, it's just my favorite, even though the other 2 are just as good. Went with the song Your Love off Sweet Fay Temptation. Your Love, I think, is the perfect rock ballad. It's amazing. It's got emotional like lyrics. It has a build where it gets heavier. Great singing, great musicianship, amazing song. Your Love from Sweet FA, Temptation. And so that's it. Number 1, I got Sweet FA with Your Love. Number 2, I got Every Time I Look at You from Kiss. Number 3, Sleeping in the Fire from Wasp. Number 4, Ghost from Clutch. And number 5, Let This Love Begin from Crocus. So, like I said, I easily could have used, there's a Your Love right here. I easily could have used Paralyzed by You as well, which is, it's a very unique rock ballad. It's kind of this funky bass line, really killer, amazing song. You've never heard another rock ballad like it. Paralyzed by You, amazing. And then also, along with that, from their first album here, the song Heart of Gold. I don't know if you can see, it's pretty small, but Heart of Gold right here. It's not the Neil Young song. This is Heart of Gold by Sweet FA. It is just so good, and it just makes you. It sticks in your head too. It's just one of those that just stick in your head. Has a killer like just acoustic singing intro, then this build of the rock ballad, and then the acoustic singing outro, and it's just an amazing song, Heart of Gold. And from this album, I only have it on CD. That's one of my biggest grails. Actually, I love Slave to the Grind. Some People in Race is my favorite, but this, I just love them both. But the song In a Darkened Room, I think it's by far Skid Row's best ballad. It's just an amazing song with amazing singing, great lyrics. Wasted Time is another great one from this. You know, from the first album they had, I Remember You, but I like both of those way better. In a Darkened Room, I was really hard for me not to put that on my list. But with only 5, it's really hard. And then from this album here, I had the song She's Gone. I'll Never Let You Go, Angel Eyes, that was a big hit, and that's a good one. But She's Gone is way better. Killer song. His voice, parts of this are as high as I've ever heard anyone sing almost for a metal rock band. And it's just, he's just an amazing singer, and She's Gone is just a killer song. And I love it. And then this one here, I really tried to put it on. It's Chloe Dancer, Crown of Thorns from Mother Love Bone. One of my favorite songs ever. I have the Apple record, but that's only Crown of Thorns. This one has both versions. Right here it's Chloe Dancer, Crown of Thorns, with the Chloe Dancer with just there's just that killer intro with the killer lyrics about the stripper, and it's just an amazing song. I love it. Crown of Thorns from Mother Love Bone. And there was 2 from this one, and this is a thrash band. This is what's cool. Death Angel, A Room with a View. It was hard to leave any of these off my top 5. A Room with a View from this is just amazing. Great singing. And then Veil of Deception also from this. They have 2 amazing ones on this, along with all their heavy stuff. And they're both amazing. Just great stuff. But A Room with a View, especially, with Mark Osageda and Rob Cavastani both singing. Andy Gallion sings a little on it. Amazing song, Room with a View. And then here's another one. All these were ones I was like fighting. It took me so long to figure out my top 5 because they're all so good. So a song called Through These Eyes from Spread Eagle. It's the only slow song on this whole record. This is a kicking, heavy, aggressive album. And then Through These Eyes is an amazing ballad in the middle of the second side. It's a great song. Spread Eagle's one of the most underrated bands. So good. Love that song, Through These Eyes. And then, like I said, I talk about Wasp again. From this album, Forever Free. It was so hard not putting that on my list, too. Forever Free from Wasp. The killer intro, and then the drumming from Frankie Banali on it is just, he's a beast on it. That and Forever from Kiss, I think, have the 2 best drumming for any rock ballad songs. They're just amazing. Great thing here. This is a pretty cool thread here. Like I said, I might go back and do a top 100, break it down. Break it into pieces of this because it's kind of interesting. If I got to that, I'd have all the popular ones in there too because they'd be in there. But those are my favorites. I tend to like the lesser known songs better. But check out any of those ones I showed. You won't be disappointed if you like that type of music at all. All of them are great. And thank you very much for this thread. I'm John at the Metal Alchemist. And I was really busy this last couple of weeks with work and all the Christmas. And I will really try to catch up on all my video watching. I'm really behind on some channels. And I'll be pumping out a lot more videos. You know, I was only doing like 1, maybe 2 a week for a couple weeks here. And I'm going to get back busy here in the next few weeks and get everyone's stuff watched I haven't got to. So everybody out there, hope you had a great holiday. Rock on, everyone. Bye.